Hi, guys. Welcome to Beyond Bricks. I am your host, Kevin Stewart, and today I am joined with our first repeat guest. I have back with me in the studio today Mrs. Molly Mae Winget. I still like to call you Molly Mae. I'm going to do it every time on the show.
I like it.
So I got Molly Mae in here with me today, and we are going to have a secondary conversation, kind of updating you guys on life, updating you on things that we've been doing, and just have another piece of our conversation. So thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me back. I'm honored to be your first repeat.
Yeah, first repeat. It felt right.
I like
It
it.
just felt right. I felt like that had to be a thing. And actually, last time you were on, one of the things we said we were going to do is try to do this regularly. And then life happened because we got super busy. And then we didn't necessarily have the time for both of us to do this at one particular moment.
Well, to be honest, we really haven't seen a whole lot of each other this year
Isn't
because
that
we've
kind of
both
jacked
been
up?
so super busy.
It's funny. We talk all the time about like we're running the same path, but like seeing each other from a distance, like waving, like, hi, how you
Hi.
doing? Doing good. High five. Okay, bye.
What'd you do this week?
It's totally true, but that's kind of what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about and I want you to update everybody and for us to have a fun conversation about, you know, the changes that have happened over the last year because now you're in your second year of selling real estate. You're coming up on the end actually of your second year. So you're about to cross that magical second year mark, which for those who don't know, if you don't know, the majority of agents that get licensed in their first year don't make it. The large majority, I think the stats are somewhere around 70% of agents who get licensed after 12 months, gone, game over. They don't make it.
I can't
They
hang.
bail out. They can't hang. They decide it's not what they thought it was because everybody gets in this thinking, oh, it's going to be super simple. I'm going to have tons of time to do whatever I want. And I'm going to make a ton of money and not really have to work.
Well, it's not what you think it is. I mean, it's a very glamorized
Hmm.
business, and people think our job is so easy. The first year getting into it, I thought it was gonna be easy, but I learned that it's a hustle, and then the second year in it, like, I got the hang of it, and it's very different.
Very
Second year is
different.
very different than the first
Very
year.
different. And that's where people start to grow, right? So you have the first year, tons of people drop out. Of the, we'll call it 30% that make it in this industry through year one, the National Association of Realtors, I heard at one point, another 50 to 60% of that 30% drops out in year two. So you now get down to like the 15-ish percent of people who get licensed are there in year three, at the beginning of year three.
Yeah,
And you're about to cross that magical moment.
and it's very much like a gradual transition where you're hustling, 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 searching for business, and then the business starts coming to you.
Hmm.
So the second year has been a lot more of that. It's been a little bit easier because my name is out there now. And people have been hearing, "Hey, she's still doing it and she's doing well with it." So now they're coming to me.
And you've developed a reputation now of being good at it. You have a lot of business to show to say, look, I've done this and I've done it at a really high level. I mean, let's talk about this. How many recruitment calls have you had in the last 6 months?
I think you've witnessed a handful of them
So many
just
of it.
yesterday.
It's one of our favorite things to do. For those who don't know, this industry, so much of this industry focuses on recruitment. And even myself, I own a company and I get recruitment calls all the time. Molly gets them constantly, and we actually it's become almost like a fun thing in the office.
It has.
Um,
Like I told you yesterday, I go, "You're never gonna believe who just called me."
no way.
Berkshire Hathaway.
No way. What? They did? They did? Yeah, that's literally how we react to these things.
And I answer it and I talk to them. Like I let them know, "Hey, thank you for your interest, but I'm happy where I'm
Just
at."
just like always, you molly them, right? You kill them with kindness. I heard you yesterday say I hear it right away. I know I'm like, oh, there's a recruitment call. And you're like, well, thank you so much for your interest in me. That's really kind of you. But no, I'm super happy where I'm at. Thank you. Like you said something along those lines. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that person still feels pretty good about
But
themselves.
it's also a helpful thing now that I'm going into leadership because our
Mm.
team has grown. So I can coach like all our new agents. Hey, this is going to happen to you. I just want to warn you, you're going to get tons of phone calls in your first year. And then if you do really well in your first year, it's going to continue to the second year. You keep doing really well, it's just going to keep coming.
Those calls are never gonna stop. And they're never gonna stop for you. And the more you continue to grow and get better and better, the more calls are gonna happen,
It's
right?
fun though.
It's
It like
fun.
gasses me out.
It's kind of flattering,
It is.
right?
I like it.
You're like, "Ooh, people love me. People
Like,
want me."
I'm so good at this.
But so this year you're coming into or you're coming towards the end of year 2. Like you said, year 1, there was a lot of things that you were like, "Holy cow, this isn't necessarily what I thought it was."
Yeah.
What are some of those things that you've experienced, whether it's in year 1 or year 2, that you can look back and say or pinpoint a couple things that say, "Man, that just wasn't what I thought it was. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be." Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, just
No.
what it wasn't.
I didn't think that I was going to continue learning and learning and learning, and each transaction was gonna be different. I thought it was like a cookie cutter job.
Mhm,
Like working in logistics in the auto industry, it was easy. You had a routine, you could work off of a work construction book. Everything you did was all the same.
mhm.
But in real estate, I still haven't seen the same 2 things pop up on a transaction. From transaction to transaction, everything's different. Every transaction is a learning experience.
Oh, I love that. I one of my episodes, one of the solo episodes I did a while back, I was reflecting back on my 20 years. And that was one of the things that I discussed was this is constantly a learning business. And I think the reason that I have loved this business for as long as I have and still get excited every day to do it is because I know I'm still going to get challenged. There's always a challenge
Yeah,
around the corner to fix.
I like it.
And you don't necessarily know how you're gonna fix it, but learning how to fix it is super exciting.
Yeah, I like a challenge.
Mhm.
And I told you on our first podcast that I'm the type of personality that's had so many different jobs because I get bored doing the same thing like every 3 to 5 years.
Yep.
It's a running joke in my life now. Like I change jobs every 3 to 5 years.
And I think I even told you in the last podcast, I was like, "Well, time's running." No,
I'm still here.
but the thing is this is an industry where just because you did it this way for a while doesn't mean you can't start doing it that way, right? And it's you can shift and you can pivot, and go from one thing to the next, um, and grow, 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 which is really fun. And it's been fun watching you over the last year because you've really come into your own.
Thank you.
You really, really come into your own. Not even like I would say since April, May is when I really, really saw it, where I went from like, okay, she's really starting to see it herself. And I saw so many moments we talked about the last podcast when I saw you realize, holy cow, I can do this. But it was earlier this year when I started to see the confidence come out of you where you're like, I've got this. Like I don't, I can do it. I
Yeah.
don't need you. I
Yeah. A
got
lot
this.
of it is you just figure it out.
Mhm. And there's still the moments where you're coming to me and you're like, "Okay, seriously, no, I do need you. I need help.
Yeah.
Help, help."
Yeah. Like yesterday
Help.
when
Yeah,
I tell you
yesterday.
this transaction's stressing me out.
Yeah, I could tell it. I could, like, feel it off you. I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay. We got this. It's okay.
That's
This."
another
Yep,
transition is we can feel each other's
yep.
energy.
Oh my gosh. All the time, like, even this morning on the way here, because the Starbucks line was taking so long and I had missed a call and I was just like, "Oh my gosh."
And I'm
Like,
telling you,
my
you need to
anxiety.
calm your
Yeah,
energy.
you're like, "You need to calm your energy. Like, this is not okay." You
Stressing me out.
But we've reached that point of accountability with each other where we can say that stuff, and right away I was like,
Yeah.
"Yep, you're right. It's okay. I'm gonna smile, and I'm gonna be super nice to this lady at the window when we pull up."
And what's even more fun is now that our team has grown,
Mhm,
I'm getting that same kind of relationship with Summer
mhm,
and Brody.
mhm,
Like I can really sense Summer's energy now.
mhm,
I can see when she comes in and she's stressed out, she sits down. Some days she's got the dog with her, some days I have my dog with me, and the dog's stressing her out. She's got too much going on. I'm like, just breathe.
mhm. Well, and that's as we've been talking, we've had multiple moments over the last, especially 3 or 4 months of you starting to see what the future vision is. And you starting to go, "That's it, Kevin. That's why." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I need you to step up into a certain role because I can only do so much, right? I can only go so far. But if I have you doing it with me and you helping me in those same things, but us knowing we're going the same direction, but you give a different tone and a different voice. And some days they need to hear it from me, and some days they need to hear it from you.
Yeah.
And so that's a really fun thing. And I believe the next 12 months is where we're really going to see how important that was.
Yeah.
We'll be able to look back and go, that was really important that we had each other because we are here because of that.
And I think learning leadership in an emotional way is a really good way for it to stick with you.
Mhm.
Like, changing careers as an adult is a big life decision. And you helped me emotionally feel comfortable through all of it. And it really helped everything you taught me stick because there was an emotional connection to it. And now I can pass that on to all the new agents that I'm mentoring.
Mhm. So you know, I'm challenging you now and coaching you through and working really a lot of my focus now, as you can tell and but for those out there who are listening or watching, is a lot of our coaching now has been less on tactics. There's still some tactics, but you know the tactics. You know what you're supposed to do today. You know the things that create success. You know the success principles. You know all that, right? So I don't necessarily have to full on teach you that stuff. There's still gonna be plenty of things, but now I'm really starting to focus on helping you learn how to become your own leader. Let's say the type of leader that you need to be and you want to be. So, how has that been challenge wise? Because you've had a little bit of leadership positions in the past, right?
Yeah.
So, how has this been different? This type of leadership been different than what you've experienced before when you've kind of been, we'll call it cast into leadership?
Um, it's been a little more challenging because I doubt myself a lot because
Mhm.
I'm still new to this. I forget how many transactions I've done, like how many sales I've actually done, and that I'm more experienced than I realize. And so I doubt my teaching abilities.
Mhm.
That's been the biggest challenge, like just being more confident.
So being confident in understanding that you do know what you're doing, confident enough to teach it to somebody
Yeah.
else.
Having confidence that I'm capable of
Mhm.
doing this.
And the best thing that I think that I've seen so far from you is we talk a lot about leadership by example. And the thing that I appreciate the most about you is you're a great example in the office. They see your work ethic, they see the way you handle calls, they see the way you handle agent relationships, they see the way you handle events, they see the way you handle yourself at events, they see the way you network, right? And they're watching. And they're watching everything that you do. They watch what I do too, but now they're really keeping an eye on you to see how you're going to handle it. And it's fun for me to sit back and watch how you now, whether you know it or even want it, the energy can move with you. Does that make sense? So if your energy is high and you're performing at a good level, the others start to do it too, right? It's almost like they're trying to be like, okay, I just got to go be like Molly,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
No, I
And
get
so
it.
that's the thing that I've watched, and I don't think you realize you're doing it,
No, I
but
didn't.
the team is looking at you, excited to see what you're going to do next,
Like matching my energy.
matching your energy and seeing and going, well, if Molly can do it, I can do it because she tells me all the time I can do it.
I needed to hear that because that helps me feel more capable.
Mhm. And that's the thing. It's not yes, there's the, "Hey, Molly, can you answer this question? I don't know." And then there's times where you were like, "That's a Kevin question. We gotta go talk to Kevin about that one." But the biggest thing for leadership for you that I see over the next year is leading by example and leading the charge. Everyone trying to chase you to
Okay.
be the next Molly,
That helps.
which is super fun to watch. And I believe that you're gonna feel that moving on from here, um, and jump and do it to a really, really high level because you already have. You've been doing it without even knowing you're doing it. But that's the beauty of leadership is, and that's why you're natural at it because you just go be yourself, right?
What's what makes you a good leader is because you coach on stuff like this to things with things that I don't realize that I'm doing. And then it pumps me up and it makes me feel like, okay, I'm already doing it. Just keep doing what I'm doing.
hmm And that's what it is. It's just keeping doing what you're doing. So we've been talking a lot. I want to touch on this. A video dropped the other day where I was talking about separation season, how we've been talking about focusing now, now that we're in the fall, we're in fourth quarter, on doing the things now that no one else is doing the things, when everyone else is sleeping, right? Getting up and going to the gym, things like that. So, this is the first time, I mean, you were around when we were talking about this last year. but it was a different team. It was a different dynamic. So, how have you seen those conversations from your side of the table? Because you get to hear things that I don't hear, right? Or see things that I don't see. Um, or you're there when I'm not there, right?
Yeah.
How have you seen the reaction from the team? Because everyone else that's on the team, this is the first they've heard of this, these types of challenges of like New Year's resolution starts today. Like, we're not waiting to January 1, we're doing it in October, right? Have you seen any shift? Have you seen any extra push from the team? Have you felt any extra excitement going towards that? What have you seen?
I think I've seen a little bit of stress.
Fair enough.
And then they've asked me, like, "How did you get through the winter?" And I
Mhm,
said, "It's just the same as any other time of year."
mhm,
Like, I've had sales in February, I've had sales in December, I've had
mhm,
sales in November. Like, I'm sure I haven't been doing this that long, but just keep doing what you're doing
mhm.
and just build the confidence in them.
That's good. That's good to hear, and I think that, we've got a team that is younger, and this is traditionally a very scary time for real estate agents. It is.
Yeah, I
Because
was scared.
yeah, because the market,
You see it
um,
slow down.
you see it slow down, you
You
can
feel
feel
it.
it, right? And especially when you've had a busy summer, you come into fall and you're like, "Wait, well, where did everybody go?"
Yeah, check your bank
Yeah,
account. Do I got enough money to
yeah.
get through the
Oh boy,
next
yeah,
4
you
months?
start doing math. You're like, quick math. Okay, good, I'm good."
Uh, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah, like, have I squirreled enough away in the summertime, or was I silly with my money? But I think it's important for the team to realize I had somebody, years back, I had a coach challenge me, um, that I was using the excuse in, like, November. I was like, "Man, my numbers are probably gonna be pretty crappy the next 4 or 5 months because nobody sells houses in Michigan in the winter." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "What kind of bull crap excuse is that?" He said, "That's just your brain telling you." And he said, "So if that's your mentality, you're not gonna sell anything. If you've already decided that you're not going to be able to do it, you're not gonna do it."
If anything, just have more fun with it.
Yeah, so he
Be
said,
creative.
"So, yeah, get more creative, have more fun, and start telling people that houses sell in the winter." And you wanna know what? Hot diggity dog. Ever since then, I've always found a way to be just fine in the winter. And I can tell you, of the top 10 busiest closing months we've ever had in company history, I think 3 of them have been in December.
Yeah. I think my best month last year wasn't
Was
it
December.
November?
It was November or December, it was one of the
Yeah.
2, right? And so, there is still plenty of business, and what we have to do as leadership is this time of year, we have to take the stance not just of, "Follow me, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how we're gonna separate ourselves, I'll lead by example," but we have to be very, very careful about the creation of hope. We have to make sure that we're creating hope and saying to the team and saying to those around us and saying those to our clients of saying, "Guys, it's gonna be okay. We got this." I know it seems a little strange right now because yes, it's not June. It's not April, May,
Yeah.
right? It's gonna be okay though. There's still plenty of people out there searching to buy houses.
I think
We
my maternal instincts will be good at that too
Mhm.
because I'm used to comforting my kids
Mhm.
and telling them it's gonna be okay.
Mhm. So as we're coming into the end of the year, we're not only talking about separation from, working harder, but planning better. Right? So we're really working on planning better, and we're already in the process of building in our plans for next year. So our team is thinking a lot bigger now, right? In mid-year, I laid it out there to the team. I said, we're going to get much more conversational about thinking so big it scares us. Having a big old vision and what that looks like and what that feels like. And you've actually taken a leadership role in that of saying, like, kid you not, I don't even know if you realized this, that you said this. When I said, look, we're going to go to Nashville, we're going to do a retreat, we're going to go see what $100 million team looks like. And you said, yeah, so we can do it next year. So when do we do it next year? You said it like off the cuff, not as though it was like, "Oh, that'd be neat." It was like, "So, yeah, it's just we're gonna do it, but we just have to see what it's like tactically so we know how to not, like, lose our minds
Yeah,
when it happens."
that's that second year confidence,
That,
like,
like,
"Hey, I did it.
full on power of positivity that we've been talking about all year. I was like, "Yes, Molly,
I
let's
hit my goal my
go."
first year, exceeded it the second year. Now I'm like, let's reach for the stars."
Let's absolutely go for it, and I like that you had that mentality because that is what we are gonna have to instill in the team that we have now, which is to show them that we believe that it's possible. Because even if they don't believe it is, they have to just believe that we believe,
Yeah, and
right?
it'll come to them.
It will. But they have to believe that we believe it's possible. And it's fun now to have somebody else because I believe it's possible, but it's hard when I've had team members and people that have worked with me in the past that I could tell did not think it was possible. I could see it in their eyes. They never for a second thought it was possible.
Negativity is tough. Like, I'm a very positive person, but you have one bad seed in your team, and it'll bring you all down. We
Oh,
all have
wow.
our limits and our breaking points.
Mhm. And you've gotta have that, and, we've done a good job of being very picky about who we brought onto the team this year.
Yeah,
You don't even know this, but, I mean, I have a, like, bench now of, like, 6 agents that wanna get on this team.
yeah,
They don't get on the team. They don't get
good.
to be on it right now,
Be careful.
right? So
We have to be
but
careful.
there's plenty of people that are coming to us now because we're attractive. We have become an attractive team where people are attracted to what we're doing and seeing how we're doing it and why we're doing it and the fun we're having along the way, and they're noticing it. And so I've always said that I want to run an attraction business where people want to work with us. They see us and they want to be a part of what we're doing. And I think now, right now, in the last 3 months, for the first time, I feel like we're running an attraction business.
I
We have
agree.
clients that are coming to us for that reason. We have networks. We have big things that are happening inside of our company. Big, big things happening that are coming because we have just continued to say, this is who we are. This is the standards that we have. This is how we roll. Like it, hate it, but you're not going to ignore it. This is who we are.
It's the energies of the
Right.
universe.
And
We're
I
putting
love
out
it.
good energy, and it's coming back to us.
And I think a lot of that has happened because me and you got together to start doing this together. I really believe that. I believe
We're a
you are
good
a
team.
huge catalyst in us living that because, we always talk about one of our favorite songs, One Man Band, right? I sent it to you early on. That song, like every time I hear it, I feel the crap out of it
Yeah,
because I don't want to be a one man band. Like
yeah.
I'm not
Me
interested.
neither.
I have no interest in doing this alone.
Oh,
I want to I want to do it with people are that I want to live life with, right? That I want to, have chilly nights and movie nights. And
yeah.
when the when the rain comes down and we can't have a fire pit night is like, no big deal. We're gonna have a great time anyways.
Let's go.
Doesn't matter what we do. Let's watch a movie and have a good time. Right. So I want to be surrounded with people that have that positivity and energy. And you've done a really good job. And that's just who you are.
Thank
It's
you.
not that you consciously are trying to do that. It's just who you are. And I've appreciated that from day one.
I've also had a great coach.
Yeah, thank you. Who? Can I meet him? Just kidding. But it's been fun to watch that, dare I say, like evolution over the last couple years of watching your confidence grow and watching your leadership start to really take form, whether you realized you're doing it or
Thank you.
not, and watching how you're doing it, it has been fun. So I'm going to ask this. What do you see as the next thing? What does Molly see as the next thing? Right? As we're coming, whether it's next year or 3 years or 5 years, have you even thought that far ahead?
I have a little bit. Um, I think you know the bulk of my plan. I am thinking I want to get my broker license,
Mm-hmm.
see how that works with us,
Mm-hmm.
and just want to keep making the goals bigger,
Yeah.
keep making the dreams bigger.
Mm-hmm. How big can we push it?
Yeah,
How big can we make it?
yeah, it's fun.
Mm-hmm. So where do you see yourself landing inside of that?
I mean, running the business with you,
Yeah, I like it. That's fun. You're allowed to say that.
and then and then maybe expanding, having my own office,
Mm-hmm. You never know.
my own team.
Mm-hmm.
The world is our oyster.
The world is our oyster. The
We can
fun
do
thing
whatever
is
we want.
we can do whatever we want. And that's super fun. And tell me, what have you learned about, because you've seen the way that I do business, right? The way that I go about finding clients and the way that I go about creating and building relationships. And I've seen a lot of ahas from you this last 6 months, and you kinda going, "Oh, I see it now. I see what you're doing,"
Yeah.
right? So, touch on that a little bit because I've also year 2 year 1 was a lot of, "Here, Molly, can you help me with this person?"
Yeah.
There was a lot of that. There was some of that this year, but there was a lot more, "Hey, Kevin, I found someone who wants to" like, now business is coming to you. You're now out there generating business for the company as well because of now your experience and things like that. So, how has that changed and morphed in the way that you viewed how to go out and generate business and how to generate and grow and build relationships? Has
Well,
that changed over the last year?
I've seen the proof in your tactics. Like in the first year, the greatness tracker. Oh, I hated the greatness tracker. I have to write down who all I talk to, how many people I talk to. Like, I don't want to do this bull crap. Waste of time. But I see the proof in it. I see that it works. It brings in buyers, it brings in sellers, it brings attention to what I'm doing in my life, and it helps me be a better friend. It helps me pay attention to what goes on in other people's lives. I say all the time that I'm not a very compassionate person. I have too much going on in my life to care about what's going on in everybody else's life. And I've changed.
Mm,
I'm a lot more caring now.
you are a little softer version, Molly.
I have become soft. What the heck?
You're like, "Oh, no, did I just say it out loud? I've become soft."
Are we gonna air this, EJ?
Oh, it's like what I had a old coach that used to he would always say, he goes, "Stu," he goes, "you could be really good at this, except for the fact that you're just a big mushy marshmallow, and I don't really like that." That's literally what he would say to me, and he would say it in that gruff voice because he was a very, like, go, 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 tough, 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 right? That's kinda how he rolled, and I would always say to him, I'd be like, "That's just not gonna be me." Like, I'm a
It turned me into a mushy
yeah,
marshmallow.
I think I help oh, I turned you into a mushy marshmallow.
No, dang it, I care about people now.
Doggone
And shoot, I have more friends now.
it. You have deeper relationships, people like
Yeah.
you. Oh, man, that's
Yeah, but
tough.
the energy, like I'm seeing so much of this full circle energy. And I can't even pinpoint. I was talking to you about it and neither one of us could pinpoint where we felt that full circle, but we both looked at each other and go, "Ah,
Mm,
that's it."
mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause you're starting to see the way that it all works together.
Yeah.
And you've heard me say before, and we've talked before, is I am someone who in my entire soul believes you can have it all. I truly believe that you can. So many people in this world walk around believing you can't have it all. You can't have a successful career and have fun. You can't have a successful career and a good family. You can't have a good family and have great relationships with your friends. Like, I have so many people that I've seen in my life, they'll have one part of their life going really well, and they just crap the other pieces down the tubes, right? They start dating someone, and all of a sudden, completely throw their friends in the trash,
Yeah.
right? They get a new job and start ignoring everything else going on around them because all they do is work, right? We had a friend that we saw the other day at the Tigers game, and he told me, I don't know if you heard that conversation with Ryan. So I was with him and he told me, he said, "Kevin, I'm making a change." He said, "I've been listening to your podcast." And he said, "You're right." He said, "I'm not happy." He said, "I am doing well." But he
I
said,
heard
he
him
said,
say that he hasn't seen you all year.
He
He
hasn't
was
seen
your
me
golf
all year,
partner last
and he
year,
said, "It
and he
hurts."
misses you.
Yeah, he said, "It hurts my feelings." And he said, "I miss you." And he said, "Doggone it, you're right." He said, "There's more to life than just going from city to city, from here to here to do all these things for a company, and
Yeah.
then at the end of the year, you're like, "W what have I actually done?" Like, and he said, "I've gotta change that." He said, "I don't know how yet." He said, "But I'm changing it."
Oh, you
He said,
gotta.
I'm moving on." He said, "I have
But
to." And he said, "I've had plenty of companies," and he's in high demand. It's not gonna be hard for that. But he said, "I'm sure as heck gonna do it differently this time." Because he said, "Now I know what I don't want." because
You gotta
he
keep
didn't
yourself
have it
happy.
all.
You gotta focus on your own
And he's one
happiness.
of the happiest people I know.
It's okay to be
Mhm.
selfish sometimes. You should be selfish. This is your life.
And it was
Be
hard for
happy.
me to hear as a friend from him to
Oh,
hear
you
him
big
say that
mushy
he's not. I am.
marshmallow.
To hear him say that he hasn't been happy this last year.
Yeah,
And
I get
because
it.
he is someone that I look to. I pull positive energy from. He's probably one of the most
He's a
positive people
person.
I've ever known in my life.
Every time I see him, he's so excited to see me, seems so happy.
Unbelievable. To know that a job has
But
stolen his energy hurts my heart. It literally hurts my heart. And because I'm the person that wants my friends, I want my everyone around me to not only be super successful in the things that they want, but I want them to have fulfilled lives.
that's what this job has given me.
I love
Working with you, getting my real estate license, jumping into this scary new career with somebody I just met.
it. Literally just met.
It's scary, but it's brought a lot of fulfillment to my life. And I'm doing it all.
Mhm.
I do a lot.
You do a ton.
I
You
go,
are
go,
we talked
go.
about in the last podcast, you balance more in your life than almost anyone I know.
Yeah.
You really do. And if you guys watched her, I'm telling you, if you followed her around for one day, you would see what it's like to be a busy person. I'm telling you right now, she balances so much, but she's on it. Boom, boom, boom. Every single day
Yeah.
she's on it. It's very impressive to watch because a lot of people aren't like that. They don't know how to physically handle that many things in one day.
I call it swanning.
Swanning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm graceful on the surface, but paddling my feet underneath.
Paddling hard.
Yeah, paddling hard daily.
Paddling hard every single day. It's fun to watch, and it's inspirational, and I think other people see it. And I think that's
Thank you.
why our team has looked to you for leadership, and I think that's also why they don't complain much, because I think they also see everything that you take on and go, "She's not complaining. I shouldn't either."
Yep.
It's bullcrap if I complain, because if I complain, dang it. Like, so I think that's another good sample of lead by example, that you're able to keep the high positive energy even when everybody knows you in the background have a lot of chaos at
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
right? And you have difficult things that are happening. And so I'm such a big believer in this have it all mentality and wanting to continue to really preach that.
I think that's why you and I get along so well and run the business so smoothly is because we both have that same mentality. We can
Mhm.
do it all.
We
There's
can.
nothing we can't do.
And
We can figure it
we
out.
can do everything, and we can figure out a way to do it with a resemblance of balance, and to still have great relationships with our kids, right? And have I mean, I miss my kids all the time. I tell Sarah all the time, miss my kids every day. Nights when I'm out late or nights when no, when I don't see them in the morning or this or that, it hurts. I don't like it. But then we find other times. We find times to figure it out,
Well,
right?
you will schedule in time with your kids in the calendar. We have shared
Yeah,
calendars.
you see it
I
all the
see
time.
night with the kids
Yep, night with the kiddos.
or
Because
bowling with Jesse.
Yeah, because I have to find ways to make sure that I'm taking care of my family,
Mm,
right? At a high level. I don't ever
it's
want,
fulfillment.
gosh, it
Having it
would
all.
devastate me if I got to the point where my kids are older and they resent me because all dad did was work.
That's a
That
big
would
part.
break my heart. There's probably nothing more that could happen in my life that would hurt me worse than for my kids to one day say that. I want my kids to say, my dad was always there. My dad always showed up. My dad was always there with a smile on his face, proud of me, excited, and couldn't wait to be my biggest cheerleader on the sidelines. And one day look back and say things like I've said about my father is, how'd he do it? Because I look back on the things that my father did and the sacrifices he made to help make me who I am. And I think back and I go, I have no idea how he did that. Like I can't math it out in my head.
That's
I don't
why
know
I
how
keep
he did it.
doing what I'm doing because I know that one day my kids will look back and be like, I don't know how mom did it all by herself, but she did it all. I took them to the cider mill, carved pumpkins with them. I'm mentoring agents right now. I don't have a lot of spare time. I'm coming to work every day. I have my own clients.
Taking care of clients.
I have my leadership coaching.
Mhm.
I have homework. I'm doing homework with the kids. We just got a puppy.
We got a puppy. You did. You got a Zeus. Zeus is kind of
I
awesome.
know. I'm crazy.
Oh, you're a dog person now.
Tell people that
We're putting on camera so everybody knows.
either. I don't like dogs. I've never liked dogs. I've never been a dog person. I love cats. I freaking love cats.
Except for now.
This
Don't let her fool you guys.
the puppy is so good. And you know who else's dog is really good? Summer's dog is really good. You know who else I kind of like? Riggins.
Molly's totally a dog person now. We cracked her. Zeus cracked her. You are a mushy marshmallow now. Did
Dang it.
Zeus help? Did Zeus complete the process of the marshmallowness? Leave
Full
Leave
circle.
it to full circle. Leave it to a dog to completely pull down the rest of the exterior of Molly. She went from being this super tough chick to now she cares about everybody and hugs puppies. Holy cow, everybody. Look out. There's a new Molly in town.
DJ, will you check my ring cam? Make sure Zeus is okay.
Oh, it's so
He
good
threw,
because she's
he
not
threw up
kidding.
this morning. I'm worried about it. No, he ate a Lego manual.
He ate a Lego manual.
Yeah, like the instruction
Oh,
booklet.
Zeus.
Yeah, he definitely swallowed a lot of
Buddy.
paper yesterday.
Uh, Zeus is so funny, and the way he is in the office is hilarious. When he runs, he hops. He hops along, and it's so funny.
So he's a standard poodle, and I keep getting him these fun haircuts, and he's got this awesome little rock star haircut with
He does.
he looks like he's got fluffy boots on. Like the boots with the fur,
Yeah.
without the apple bottom jeans.
Yep.
And he's got a mohawk.
He's super cool.
He is really cool, and he's a really good dog.
He is a very good dog. He's I really like Zeus, but I think I like watching you as Zeus more than Zeus
I know.
because it's so funny to
I
me
know,
how
it's
much he has
freaking hilarious.
absolutely wrapped around his paw.
Yeah. Turn me into a mushy marshmallow.
Is that gonna be our new thing? Is mushy marshmallow?
Mushy marshmallow. We're gonna give hugs instead of handshakes.
It's fine. It'll be okay. Everyone's gonna be out there listening to this, going, "Whoa, who are these people? What is going on right now, guys? If you only
Out
knew,
here changing lives.
I'm just out here changing people's lives, one soft marshmallow touch at a time." If you guys only knew the conversations that we had literally on a daily basis, are like, they should just put cameras in our car. A camera crew should follow us around because it'd be wildly entertaining. It'd be probably a little more PG-13 than what's here because some of the stuff that comes out of our mouth is not good for camera. But
I know I've had to censor myself a handful of times here and like, don't swear, Mommy. Don't swear.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You can't do it. Damn it.
It's so unnatural.
Oh shoot, you guys should see how we are when we go out and like go on the town for a night.
Yeah.
Talk about a fun show.
Monday Night Football. That was a fun one.
That was a very fun one.
Yeah. But we have a great balance. Like, we
do.
work hard, we play hard.
And we know when to shut it down.
And it's been part of my teaching lately, part of my mentoring, teaching these agents how to be professional while in like a party environment.
Yep. When
It's
you're around a
something
lot
I
of
had to
drinks and when
learn.
you're around a lot of people that are going pretty hard, how do you maintain keeping up and having fun without going too far, having too much, and going, not feeling professional anymore?
Yeah.
It's a tough balance in our industry because we're in an industry where entertainment is a part of the deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Happy hours are a frequent thing.
100%. You have to go
Cocktails
out.
and meetings.
Yeah. You have to go out. You have to entertain. When you're growing a relationship, getting somebody with one or two drinks in their system, all of a sudden they open up and you become best friends. Like that quick. It's amazing how easy it is.
And it's a
And someone just
relationship industry.
relax.
So if you can find a way to like open them up
Mhm.
and gain a better relationship with them, that's what's going to help you with your business.
Mhm.
And building that relationship is going to help you as a person and make you a mushy marshmallow.
But we're in this weird industry where that happens a lot. Or we'll go out with a group of people and a group of 5 will turn into 10 and into 15. And all of a sudden it's a big party. But when that happens, us as the professional in the middle, still knowing that everyone's watching, right? There's always eyes. There's always eyes around that are waiting for us to screw up.
There too.
we have to be a leader with those
And then
people as
people
well.
look to us
Mhm.
to be leaders of parties.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, "Okay, guys, where are we going next? What do
Yeah.
you guys wanna do tomorrow?
Yeah. What are we doing? When are we doing? Where are we
You
going?
guys going out tomorrow?"
Yep. Oh, I get asked that all the time.
All
Like,
the time.
so this is super fun.
"Tom,
When do
on
we get to do it
Monday."
again? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, what are we doing? When do we get to go
"Oh,
next?
what are you guys doing Friday?"
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got? Huh? 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 But that's good because people
It is
want
good.
to be around us
And Tom
because
has
they know
become
it's
a
fun.
great connection.
He has. He has. And we continue to get into these relationships that are not only good for business, but they're also just good for us as people,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
The Trevor, he was on the show a couple weeks ago. We have become such good friends
That was
so
one of the
quickly.
smoothest flowing shows, by the way.
You
Like,
said you liked that one.
I really like our connection with House.
Those guys are absolutely incredible. I was
Great.
out with them again last night. We had they brought me in actually to a client meeting that they had, for someone that they were prospecting to. We had a great, meeting with that person, and then they were like, "Well, we gotta get hibachi afterwards. You're coming with us, right?" And I was like, "Yep, I'm definitely coming for hibachi." So then we go to hibachi, and then we sit and so we always kind of mess with Brian because he's fun to mess with. And when we're out and about, we like to text him and give him FOMO because he gets really bad FOMO. It's
Oh.
like our favorite game. So, but he also is pretty responsible. He's like, "Guys, I have to go home. I'm leaving right now." Now, Vince, he always just leaves. He rolls out. He'll go home. But last night, I lean over. Trevor's like, "Do you think we can keep Brian out a little bit tonight?" And I said, Bet. I said, "I'll tell you what, I bet you, I think we can get him to go to 3 bars after this." And I said, "We're gonna have to be careful because we all got stuff to do tomorrow." I said, "1 drink at each bar. We're gonna get him to run around town on accident, and we're gonna tell him at the end." Totally did. Totally did. Went to corner, had one. He's like, "Should we have one more here?" I was like, "No, actually, I don't know. I need to walk a little bit. You haven't been to PCYC yet. How about we walk over there next?" So, and we already knew what route we were going. Take him over there, have one. On the way back, he's like, "All right, well, let's go." I said, "Well, we got to walk through. Let's just walk through 423 because the parking structure is right behind it." So we go in there like, well, we probably should have one more here. And then so he's just sitting. He's like, "You guys did it to me, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yes, we did. You're welcome."
That's one of the best things about this industry is you get to do so much fun stuff. You get to meet fun people, make great connections, make genuine friends, and do fun stuff.
And last night was as much about friendship as it was business. But the funny part was we talked a lot of business. We
That's
talked
great.
about all sorts of things. Brian shared with me at the end. He shared with me at the end. He was showing this picture. He was showing it to Trevor of this closet brand that he is designing,
Well, that's
right? That
cool.
he has, and he's gonna have exclusive rights, and they're gonna have exclusive rights in all their houses. It was super cool, and it's a particular type of design in closets. He's like, I'm gonna go to
Brian's
design
doing
work.
that?
Brian is, and he's like, I'm gonna fabricate them, and it's gonna be great. He's super excited about it, and I laugh and I went, awesome. Are you gonna call it closets, closets, closets? Why wouldn't I say that? And he comes over, he stands up, walks over, comes behind me and hugs me. He goes, "I love that you just said that." And he goes, "Yes, I am. I actually own the DBA for closets, closets,
Stop.
closets."
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
was I was like,
amazing.
"This is the best thing I've ever heard." And we're like idiots. There's 3 of us. There's like hardly anybody in the bar, and we're like
You're like jumping up and
celebrating,
down,
like
clapping.
laughing, clap, like we're having this like
Looks like a
moment
scene from It's
together.
Always
And
Sunny.
everyone, anyone else that's there is looking around going, "Who are these dum dums? And why are they so happy?" And I'm like, "This is just the life that we live. We're celebrating things that we're doing together and so excited
It's great though
for
because
each
we have
other."
so many moments like that.
It
Like, I
happens
can
all
think
the
back
time.
and remember a million times that we've done things like that.
And it happens over and over because I believe we're doing the right thing with the right people.
We are.
It always comes down to that. Do the right thing with the people you want to do that with, right? Be surrounded with the right people and everything else is fine. We've done a very good job of doing everything we can to remove negativity from our lives. We talk about that all the time. Our
All the
company
time.
talks about that. Negativity is not a thing. I watched Trevor do it yesterday. He was talking about somebody, I won't say who, but he was talking about a potential client. And he said, I don't think I want to work with them because he said, I don't think that's going to do anything for our company except for bring frustration. He said, because I can tell you they're not the right type of person.
That's
So to
funny.
hear him say that as well reinforced in me that it's okay to say no.
Yeah. I just recently
It's
went
okay to
over
say
that
no.
with, Summer, Hannah, and Brody,
Mhm.
and they listened to a couple of my phone calls. You remember, a buyer in Pontiac
Oh, yeah.
that
Yep.
I had to tell them I was not gonna work with them?
Mhm.
So I had them listen to the calls, and I was telling them, like, "It's okay to fire a client and tell a
Yeah.
client you
It just
can't
doesn't
work
work
with
for
them."
us.
Like, he was full of negativity, he wasn't listening to what I was saying, I had to let him go. Like,
And he
I can't
didn't
keep
want
fighting with
to
you,
he
it's
didn't
not
want
good for
to
either of us.
he didn't wanna follow a process. He didn't wanna understand or even hear the reasons why that
Yeah,
process was important for him, and he just wanted to tell us what we were gonna do. And you had the guts to say, "I think it's best if you hire somebody else. That's okay. If you we can introduce you to somebody if you'd like." You were super kind and polite to him.
yeah.
You still did the right thing by him. You were nice. You tried, but you also
He was
stood your
yelling at
ground.
me.
Yeah, you stood your ground and said, "Sir,
Like,
I
I
think
don't
it's
think this
best
is a good fit.
if we don't do that." And
Yeah,
then he yelled at me. And I said, "Well, I support her." I said, "I think it's best if we don't work together." Right? And to hear that other companies do that and to see the example of other companies that are willing to say no to business. And at that time, you needed the business,
I did.
very much so.
Yeah.
And so for you to
Wasn't
have
that
the
big of a deal, it
guts.
was like $130,000
Yeah.
in Pontiac, but I will never turn down
Yeah.
I'll never be too big to take the small deals.
Yeah. You see me take small deals all the time.
Yeah,
I don't
I
mind
think
it.
it's
I love
important.
it.
You need
Right?
diversity.
It doesn't
To have a
bother me
successful
one
career,
iota
you need diversity.
as long as I'm taking care of somebody that's a good person.
Yeah,
And at this point in my life, and I think you feel the same way, is that we just have dedicated ourselves to saying, look, we're just going to surround ourselves with great people. And as long as we're doing that, everything else will fall into place. Everything else will work itself out. Let's surround ourselves with the right people, with the right mentality, and do things the right way.
yep,
We're just going to do that.
the theme of our year, power of
Yep, power of
positivity.
positivity. And negativity is just not something we're gonna let creep in, and just because 2026 comes along and that's not and we change our theme, it's just like Mamba mentality, it's still behind me.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a part of our company forever. Power of positivity is gonna be a part of our company forever. These are things that we are gonna do, but we're gonna build on them, and we're gonna continue to get better and better and better, but being positive and making sure that everything we do points back to positivity is just how we're gonna roll. Because this year has proven to both of us on multiple occasions. How many times have we looked at each other and been like, power of positivity,
there
right?
it is.
Because we've seen it and we've seen how the power of positivity has affected super good things in our lives
Yeah,
and has brought amazing things into our lives because we focused on being positive and we focused on seeing the good in the situation, seeing the good in other people, and trying to find a way to influence positivity into their lives.
yeah, and I've seen it blossom in all aspects of my life too.
Mhm. It's super fun. It's gonna be a really fun end of year. I'm excited for our end of year retreat.
Me
It's
too.
gonna be a blast. We're gonna go to Nashville. Super excited to take the team to Nashville.
Yeah, it'll be our first, like, big team.
First big team travel event. We're gonna go there. We're gonna plan. We are going to push. We're gonna challenge ourselves, and we are going to find a way to get better next year than we were this year. And that's super exciting. It's super fun for me to look forward to what's next, and I'm excited to do it with you and excited to do it with the team that we have right now. It's gonna be a blast.
I'm
I'm
excited
looking
too. I'm
forward to it.
excited for how the year has gone, how my new step in this direction has gone.
Mhm.
It's been great. Thank you
Yep.
for helping me.
It's been fun. I've enjoyed every single step of it, and we're gonna continue to do updates on here and sit and come up with silly conversations and laugh and
Be
continue
mushy
to
marshmallows.
show that we're mushy marshmallows together. So,
Can I bring my puppy next time?
oh, you can. That'd be funny. I wonder what he would do. We could try. We've never had a puppy on the podcast yet. First time for everything.
Yeah, next
That's
time.
guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode today. I hope you were able to find some things out of this that brought a little bit of joy into your life and some laughter. And I hope you're able to learn a little bit. Thank you so much. And again, as I say all the time, and as you can see here, and something that myself and Molly really live into, is go into the world and be yourself. Because just like Molly, the world needs you to be yourself. Have a good day, guys. Bye.